Hey, how are you doing today? How are you doing?
Uh, I'm doing much better now that I put on a relaxed bra because I have my like move around the world bra, which requires a little bit more constraint. So once I switched them out, now I feel real good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Comfortability. Being
Yes.
comfortable is definitely everything. All
Hmm.
right. So tonight we're just here to talk about tea. The random tea about tonight. My week has been great. This past weekend, I was in Atlanta, I was in Vegas, and finally I am back to California. All right. Um, so Manal, as I believe it, I think you have the run for the day.
Well, let's get into it because I want to spend a whole lot of time on our main topic.
Okay.
So tonight we're going to talk about the class and the ass as we always do. There's just a few people we need to highlight and talk about. So let's get into it. Can we first show our class of the week? And this person is the person who is doing what they need to be doing to push the culture forward, who we love and know. And their work is just incredible. It is the amazing.
No.
Oh, no worries. Technical difficulties. We're all good. So I just want to tell y'all a little bit about this lady.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry has put her on the map. She started out as um at believe it or not, she started out as his costume designer for all of
Ah,
his shows and movies. And she has literally just taken off and started doing some amazing things.
so
She mhm.
so wait. She was responsible for the costumes.
She was on costume duty first.
Hey, okay.
Yes.
Not wig duty though.
No, 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 no. She didn't
Okay.
do wig. She
All
didn't
right.
do wig.
So we can
She had
celebrate her.
the
Okay. All right.
wardrobes. Okay.
Absolutely. We can celebrate
Wardrobe.
her.
This no, go ahead, show her a picture. Show her a picture. Her name is Crystal. You so precious. If it was the wig lady, you wasn't gonna do it.
No. Mm-mm.
She was still trying to do her thing on a low budget.
Right.
Not from the plays, not from the plays. I think they bring those wigs themselves. This is Crystal Hazlett, I believe is how you say her last name.
Hmm.
Hazlett. She is gorgeous.
Yes,
First
she
of all,
is. And
gorgeous.
she's an amazing actress.
A great actress. And I heard the interview she did with Tyler Perry
Hmm.
on her podcast. And apparently she was like low key auditioning for his productions and shows and didn't even put the bug in his ear at first that she was interested. She was legitimately trying to get the roles solely based off of merit and
On her
talent,
merit.
which I
Hmm.
thought was even more dope.
Right, right.
Um, but I just love her. And I feel like as a young woman who is moving through this world myself, I feel like she is a woman that I can listen to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
She is the
Um,
class.
Big ups to you, Crystal. I love her shows, Zatima, with her and Zach. I don't know if you watch.
Oh, I do. That
I
spinoff is
definitely.
great.
I definitely indulge. I don't know about this whole cliffhanger that they gave us for the end of last season with her being shot. I don't like it. It needs to be rewritten, and hopefully she is still, because there was a shakeup over there with that show, and some of the cast that was supposed to be coming back got a
Mhm.
call like maybe a month before they started filming, and they were told that they would not be returning. I hope she was not one of those.
Oh no, I'm sure she wasn't. She has to come back. She has to.
Okay,
I think that Zatima was one of the greatest spin-off experiences that Tyler Perry has had so far.
absolutely, absolutely.
Brilliant writing, great cast.
Hmm.
And again, she's so sexy.
She is.
Come on.
She is.
All right, we could talk about Miss Crystal all day, but we
We
got to move
could.
on to the ass of the week?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Um, so
Mm,
I don't want to just call him ass the whole time, even though I kind of want to. But the Kevin Gates,
mm.
can I can I say he's been fucking up?
Yeah.
He's been fucking up. I don't
Mm,
understand. So this is
mm,
this is my problem. For those of y'all who don't know who Kevin Gates is, I don't know, what planet you're living on, but Kevin Gates is an artist. He is a rapper. Um, he's had a pretty interesting career. Um, came out, ended up kicking some girl on the stage, went to jail, whole lot of things, came back out, is getting his life together. Now
obviously not.
he's supposed to be a spiritual guide, and apparently this is his way of helping women have a higher elevated experience is spitting in their mouths on stage.
Mm-mm.
What is happening?
You know what? I mean, I guess because it's on stage. Yeah, it's because it's on stage. I mean, if you're gonna be freak nasty in your room, do that. But I don't know. Just to see it is not my judge.
No. So first of all, what I'm confused is where he thinks this is okay to just travel from state to state on tour, spitting in people's mouths. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is this gonna be my zhuzh of the evening. I'm gonna invite some ladies on stage and I'm just spitting their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have a problem with that. And then for these young ladies or whatever age they are, you don't know Kevin Gates like that. You don't know what he did before he got on that stage, what he did last week, his
Oh,
habits.
facts.
You don't know these things.
Yeah.
I can understand if you with
Mm-mm.
your boo thing and you want to be a little freaky, y'all doing y'all thing on a consistent basis. There's a familiarity there, right? Y'all should know each other's statuses and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is a random act of freakiness that
Right. What if he got gingivitis or halitosis or
anything. He just sucked dick backstage and you just getting it
well,
all. No.
we don't mind him sucking dick. He looked like he might be able to do an awesome job at that. But yeah, this is definitely an ass move. Oh, Child Jada Pickish. Oh, it's his ass of the week. I want. Mm-hmm. I have so much to say on that Jada Pickett. Uncle Kai, can you put that Kyrie comment back up, please? Kai says exactly his drink. He drinks his pee. Who piss did he drink before he got on
Come
stage?
on, just so he can elevate for the experience of spitting
Mm-mm.
in your mouth. I'm I'm
Mm-mm.
I'm over it.
They say don't yuck nobody's young, but damn it, I'm yucking.
Yeah.
I'm yucking.
And I'm here for the freaky. I'm here for the fetish, but this ain't it.
Nah, uh-uh.
This ain't that.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's
No.
not. Mm-mm. Like
Um.
it's. I can't even look at this too long without almost
Well,
gagging.
yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Mm-mm.
It's
And I
crazy.
watch porn.
And I watch porn.
I do.
Well, so this is our part of the show where we just get to take a little peek into people's
Just a
business.
gander.
We not trying to dip all in and act like it's ours and take ownership. That ain't what we do. We just want to take a little peek, behind the curtain. Let's see what's happening. So this week's peek is looking at Will and Jada. Y'all, I'm sure everybody has heard and seen on social media all of the shenanigans that's going on. Jada is deciding to just let it all out right now. She said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of y'all looking at me like I'm the stank mouth, when in all actuality, me and Will got some problems. And she's just deciding to
Mm-hmm.
let it all out now. Talking about their split since 2016, and all of the choices that they both have made leading up to that split, as well as just where they are right now. And I feel like she's getting a lot of heat. And I just want to come to her defense right now, Walter. You can
Oh
argue what
well,
you
no,
want to.
we are adjacent to each other tonight,
No,
but
you can be, and I don't care. Here's
mm-hmm.
why. Because you have Will and Jada, and what I don't understand is why everybody is so upset when everything that is coming out now, that's fine, throw them, is the same stuff that Will and Jada have been saying since their relationship started.
Please,
This
please.
is not
What
new
are they
news.
saying?
Her being
What are
in
they?
love with Tupac and him being her first love, and him dying just kind of was the dagger to her soul because she always thought they were gonna be together. We knew that. And then walks Will, and she even admitted that she didn't like him at first because he was the nice guy. Said that. Like, none of this is new news.
Mm-hmm.
None of it. Her not wanting to be married, him wanting to be married, all of this is old news. And so I feel like
But
people are just
that's not what we're
utilizing.
hung up on.
Oh, well, tell me what people are hung up on. I'm
We're
confused.
hung up on this chick now after all this time. First, she spoke out. To me, she kind of threw him under the bus at first when it happened. Okay. Now, I was defending her and him at first, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
now to find what we're stuck on is you guys have been portraying to us that you guys are a married couple that is together, that have weathered the storm, that's gone through ups and downs. You guys have somehow come up with this agreement, this open marriage. And then now all of a sudden we find out y'all been separated since 2016, which means technically you didn't cheat with August Alsina, so it really wasn't a thing. You really was just out here getting your kicks in, and he was getting his kicks in. But you guys come to the red table and have a conversation as though you guys are a legitimate couple. I call bullshit on both ends.
Thank you. And that's all I want to say. Both of them. Because I feel like people are coming for Jada. It's both of them.
Well, as they should come for her. She is the one who put it out there.
Who put what out?
She is the one who is, and the reason why I call bullshit more with Jada is because he's defending you. He's telling Chris Rock to keep your name out of his mouth. And now all of a sudden you're going to say, when he referred to me as wife, I was shocked because, I'm like, who is this person you speak of? Shit, you know exactly who he was talking about because you're the only person who has been portrayed to us in the public to have been his wife. I could see if he had multiple wives, maybe some concubines that we knew about. He may have them, but we don't know about them. But 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 as far as the public is concerned, you have been his lawfully wedded wife for umpteen years. And at this point, and for me, this is an eye-opening experience because I really thought they had the ideal relationship, which is we agree to stay together, but we can do what we want. And that is definitely the type of relationship I want, Only bother me when it's time to have sex, and let's build a life together. And then, leave me alone pretty much all the rest of the time. Like, just until I tap you on the shoulder. It's just that's what I want it to be.
That's the problem, is that we live in this world and we feel like we can just put people on a pedestal whenever we so choose.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they show us that they are humans, we go, oh, I can't believe it. That's a human? Like, yeah, they are. And so,
I don't
yes,
think this is that though.
I think so. Like, they have built their name and they've built their brand on, yes, being this beautiful Black couple that we all wanted them to be, right? And I feel like with any other situation, when people are put on a pedestal, it's hard to come down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your kids are also being built now to follow the same path, right? Hey, and so them coming down off that
I
pedestal
do like a fuck
also
buddy.
meant
Mm-hmm.
also meant them possibly messing things up for their kids, right?
Oh
So
no. Mm-mm.
I
I
I
can't
do.
give you that. No, because if it was about the kids, then she would have continued to shut the whole fuck up. What she's doing now is actually making it worse for the kids because now you're showing us they came from unsanitary stock. You're now letting us know what was in you. So now we got to suspect this might be in them. In my opinion, for a while now, Jada needs to go and she needs to get a refresher on what it means to shut the whole complete fuck up. Like, not a partial, not a partial fuck, a whole good, deep, moist, juicy fuck. Absolutely. But and
No.
I agree with Dr. Holt. Jada old M&M head ass. She just needs to be quiet. Just that's
See,
my
that's my
opinion.
problem though. That is a big problem for me
What?
because how
Telling her to
many
shut the fuck up?
do we
Mm-hmm.
always, as women, have to stuff whatever the hell is going on,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to allow the parade of stupid to happen
Mm-hmm.
in our lives?
So I think this is a lesson for me. This is a lesson in this. Speak up while the stuff is going on.
That sounds so good. It sounds so
Because
easy.
this is how I try. This is how I try to do things. I try not to wait until things emask into something else. Because if you just keep letting things accumulate, then when you actually address a situation, we start off talking about, I don't like the fact that our names are in purple. Then we end up talking about, well, you told me I didn't have to do this, when we could have addressed things all the way. I feel like now she's trying to reach back in the closet with things that have frustrated her for years. And now, well, you kind of you look petty, you look ridiculous, you look late, you look tardy for the party.
No, I agree with you. It is definitely a healthy choice to
Mm-hmm.
discuss things in real time and make decisions based off of what is real, what is true, and what is honest. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start to, and I just know this from my own life experience, from
Right.
even my parents, when you've
Mm-hmm.
built your life and reality and your
Facts.
story on
Talk,
something that
sis.
is bullshit,
Talk,
it is
sis.
really difficult to walk it back.
Talk.
And I mean, I was just writing just today, like with questions that popped in my head that I want to ask my parents, like what, and why,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because when and my parents are, I mean, they locally known, Will and Jada are internationally known.
Right,
I can
right,
only imagine how
right.
much more difficult it is to walk things back, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, how she's doing it right now is not the most productive, and it's not clean. But again, who are we to say, "Ooh, I need you to expose yourself and I need you to heal in a way that's clean and neat and not messy."
So this is my I don't this is not what that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what Uncle Kai is saying. Go get a couch, sit on that couch. Heal, fuck on that couch. Whatever you got to do on that couch, do on that couch, but heal in the process. And then come and give us the story, the journey. We don't need. Oh, I love these comments, y'all. Those of you who are listening via radio, you're gonna love these comments. We got to go back and read some of these one all.
In voices,
um,
we need to read
I'm
more voices.
saying process. So one of the mistakes I made was I healed in front of this camera. I healed on social media. And healing involves lashing out. Healing involves, sometimes you're accusing people of stuff they really didn't do, but sometimes you have to get that out in order to, once you get it, I don't know if you've ever said something and once you said it, you were able to say, okay, wait, that didn't make sense. But while you held it in, it was like, bitch, this is the truth. I had to really get myself together. I should have turned the camera off and went and sat on somebody's couch, but I was sitting on the couch and getting on the camera. And I said a whole lot of things I wish I could backpedal and pussy pop off of. But you can't, because it's out there, and you can't unsay something. I think she needs to go heal and then come back and tell us about the journey after she has processed, because she did a lot. She definitely has. She fucked her kids. She had sex with her kid's friend, who she says came to them for help. Right. She then went on this public red table talk and she starts exposing secrets that could possibly emasculate her husband in public opinion. Right. And I mean, it's just, Jada is a mess. I don't have much for her anymore. She's still beautiful. I'm not going to take that away from her. And I do think she's intelligent. And I do think on some level she's doing this to get even with Will.
And I wouldn't dismiss that. I wouldn't dismiss that. I feel like in a lot of ways, she is a very free-spirited individual, and she was trying to do something or live in a way that she felt would be accepted, and acceptable, and be a person that she felt would be acceptable. And this is what happens when you don't live your truth. This is what happens when you are 22 or 23 years old.
Yes, talk
Don't
about it.
say, "Hey, I don't want this for my life. Let's get a divorce," or "I don't want this for my life. I need to move to this state. I don't want this for my life. I need that job." Or I'm more attracted to that person, you know? And so I feel like instead of us coming for Jada, I feel like it's more like we need to say, "You know what, sis? I definitely understand. Thank you for finally taking off that scarlet letter and telling us that you were even wearing it to begin with. It is time for you to be free." Now, I don't like how you freeing yourself all the time, but I understand that when you are in a state of just needing to free yourself, and for the first time, really, you may not know how to do it.
Now they are having a ball down here in these comment sections. We got to run some of these back. Can you go back a few, Kwame? I'm seeing old Christmas light head having ass. Oh my God, that one is the one of the night. Oh, pencil eraser head having ass. See, you have to be old, so you have to be from the 90s to know where this comes from. The 80s and the 90s to know. We used to sit around and shoot these off. Cisco microphone head having ass. Mustard seed head having ass. You feel me? Listen, don't come over here. They will read you for filth. Exactly. Grape head having ass. Kumquat head having ass. Listen. They are reading for filth over here. All you need is the faith the size of a mustard seed. And she said she had a mustard seed head having ass. Oh my God, I love it. 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 Overall, I think this is a call for us to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
And with our mate. Just be honest. One of the things that I've learned, Manal, is the reason why I try to be honest and authentic is so that when we do fall out, you don't find out a whole bunch of truth I've been withholding from you.
Absolutely.
You know, so that we can end one aspect of a relationship but still maintain another.
Yeah.
Because aside from it all, you knew at least I tried to be genuine. I tried to be, I tried to keep it 100 with you. And personally, I don't think nobody keeps it 100. I think we all keep it about 90, 92.
I think on a really good day it's 90.
Right.
You couldn't take the whole 10. You could not.
I don't even lie like I want it anymore. I just, I'm okay with you keeping some of that shit to yourself. Absolutely. Just be quiet, Jada. Just it's time to look around, everybody on mute. Just hush, Jada. It's time for you to perfect the mute challenge.
Woo. All right, it's cold.
Hold on, one last one. Old milk dud head having ass. Wait! Fried tortilla head having. Hey, Cupcakes is beautiful. I went to her TikTok.
Yeah.
She is beautiful. Yes. Okay, but that's all the way off topic.
Okay, Cupcakes.
Yes. All right. So we are going to a quick commercial break so you all are abreast of all of the things that are going on over here on Pyro Media Network and on their affiliates and their sponsors. Go ahead and take this time. Listen, don't just watch these commercials. Support, purchase, go click a like button, do something to support these Black-owned, these minority-owned businesses. Go ahead, Kwame, take us away.
Welcome to Bullet in Flight Radio. As we celebrate our second year in radio, we invite you to take flight in this world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together. There's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers of all walks of life. Join us 24/7 for science, mental wellness, and all the greatest music on earth. Simply by saying, Alexa, play Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn, and you will take flight. And if you wish to become a pilot, we are a 501c3. So your giving gives right back to you. Our Cash App is $Bullet in Flight Radio. Or PayPal us at paypal.me/bulletinflightpros. Help us make 2024 even bigger for you. And remember, this is your story, our station. For more information, please visit www.bulletinflightradio.com. Your story, our station.
Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir. This episode is sponsored in part.
Welcome back to the Walt B Connection. Well, we don't just talk about it, baby, but we be about it. Listen. Inclusivity. We just all around. We do our shiz, nine, eat. That Bullet in Flight Radio, our Bullet in Flight Radio commercial is
If you break it up, do you still have to bleep it out?
I don't know because sometimes I just be wanting to say shh. And that Luxe Noir, I just love it. So I just started using those candles. So for those of you that don't know, I made my purchase a while ago, and those oh, thank you. My locks are growing. Yes. I just made my purchase of Luxe Noir a few weeks ago, and good quality stuff. Do you hear me? Good quality stuff. So get over there and make those purchases. Make those purchases and do them soon. Whew. All right, Manal. I done did my spiel for tonight. Back to you.
Oh, you are fine. Well, so the things on tonight are all things Queen Latifah.
Mm.
Come on, all hail the
I
queen.
felt something when you said Latifah. Can you? Oh, that's a good picture of her.
Latifah. Okay.
Yes, God.
Look. This is so okay. So I love the contrast of this, because here it is, we're talking about Jada, right? Struggling to live her truth. And she fighting for it now, right? That's how that's my perspective of it. But then we have Queen Latifah, who I have definitely loved and admired since I was a kid, who has always just lived her truth. And I feel like in a lot of ways, she pioneered that reality of being both masculine and feminine in a way that makes sense to her person, right? And having her own individual identity, no matter what. Like you could see her wearing a tank top and basketball shorts and tennis shoes one day, and then she was a total cover girl the next day because she says she can. Okay. Yeah. And I just love that. And to me, she spoke to me and how I show up as a woman. So I'm definitely all out a fan for Queen Latifah.
Yeah, can I say I have to agree with you that she definitely possesses that masculine and that feminine energy. Like in her song that everybody's putting in the comment section, you and I see why. Like you get both of those energies there, both feminine because you know she is a lady, but masculine in that you know she knows how to take charge. I don't always want to equate masculine to violence, but she definitely knows how to
Absolutely
take
not.
charge. She knows how to take command. I think we saw that somewhat with her. I don't know, are we going to talk about living single or
We can talk about all of it. What you got,
okay,
Bo? Let's go.
because I think we saw a lot of that with living single. Ooh, so I have always loved this picture
Hey,
of her.
girl.
Um, I think we saw a lot of that with living single. She was definitely the cool girl on the block. You know,
Yes.
that wasn't always in the mess. Always, you know, wasn't known for this. The girl you can actually talk to. Yes,
Yeah.
God. Yes, God. Yes, God.
Yeah. And it's so interesting. So, like her with her first role, it was House Party, right?
Hmm.
And she brought in that small role that she had on that, she brought all of this power and energy and light to the
Hmm.
screen.
Hmm.
And she was authentically, unapologetically Black woman. And I
Hmm.
feel like
Hmm.
she has been true to that her entire career.
Yes,
Whether it got her in some doors or it got her shut out of other doors, Queen
absolutely.
Latifah has remained the same.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that I definitely appreciate about her is for so many years, people were like, does she like women or no? Right?
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
didn't know. We didn't know.
Right. Right.
She didn't make it public. She wanted you to get to know her and get to know her as an artist, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
respect her on all levels
Hmm.
and it not be this game of her sexuality, right?
Right.
I do love, that she is on my team
Hmm.
because again, I get to see that example of a Black woman who I can identify with, who is finding success in being exactly who she is.
Right. I love that you use that word success, if I can cut in here. And I'm going to always say
Right.
this. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again and again and again, baby. I love when I see LGBTQ IQ plus community people who are successful. There are so many people that think that when you are a part of this community, when you live this lifestyle, that you have to be an abysmal failure. They think that it leads to drugs and sex, and all you do is party, and all you do is this. And I'm like, no, we're human, just like every other community. So yes, that does exist in this community, but there is also the contrary. And I like the fact that she is coming out, you know, her, and I know we're not talking about her tonight, but the Brat, I love the fact that they have come out because now we get to see examples of what it means to be unapologetically lesbian and successful. And it's also taking that stigma off of lesbians.
Yeah.
You know how you always seem to have the stud who is more masculine presenting.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think she's a different place on the spectrum, if I can use that terminology.
Absolutely. And definitely like we're used to seeing that toxic masculinity
Hmm.
being portrayed when you're talking about lesbian or stud women.
Hmm.
And she again embodies both sides very well and flawlessly, and seamlessly. And so I think it's more about her knocking down that stereotype of what a lesbian woman is,
Right,
right?
right, absolutely. So, we have a question from YouTube listener and friend of the show. Uncle Kai says, "When did Queen Latifah officially come out?"
You know what, Kai? I don't know when she officially came out. I don't know. I want to say it was about 8, 9 years ago. I know that's when it became very apparent to me when her dating life started to become more obvious. Um,
Okay.
that's when I feel like it was more obvious. But again, it's never been one of those things that she would get on a talk show and talk about. right?
Mhm.
She didn't go into sitting in magazine interviews and talk about, her dating life and her sexual orientation. That wasn't something that she kept in the forefront. She
Mhm.
said, "This is who I am. Respect my work. Respect my hustle. Respect my businesses," and she let that speak for herself.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's go back to
Matthew.
Cupcake. Cupcake says, all I know is she's been with her partner since 2013. Okay.
Nice.
So I was going to say she never officially came out. And I think that's something we're moving away from as a community. It's just about just living your truth and be authentic. And I think that is what's going to help us remove a lot of the stigma that comes along. Oh, just
Thank
beautiful. Just
you.
beautiful. It's going to help us remove a lot of the stigma. Can we just talk also? Can we just talk about her fashion taste?
Oh man, it's ridiculous.
Because she's killing. I don't know what you call this because it's giving me suit, it's giving me dress.
With
But she
with
she can put on something like this, but then she can
with the
also give you
train.
sexy. Like she can give
Yeah,
you. She could have put on that red number on the lady next to her.
and pulled it off. That's a wife.
That's her wife. Oh, see, listen at me not knowing.
It's okay. It's okay. But Walter, you come out the closet every week.
Oh, thank you. I forgot. Y'all I have some. I have something I got to tell y'all. I've been hiding this from y'all for a while now.
Share with the people.
I've been battling with myself, especially last weekend, because I was in Atlanta with my daughter, and I got to see my daughter after 2.5 years. That's a long story. I
Congratulations.
may share it here one day, but as of now, I'm just it's I almost to tears thinking about it. But I got to see my daughter for the first time in 2.5 years. But while I was out there, I said, you know what, Walter, you got to stop living this lie. You got to stop it, damn it. You got to tell the truth. And so I'm here to let everybody know that I'm a gay man. I like men. And I don't care. I don't care nothing about these haters. All of these haters.
Can't stand you.
Everybody that say they knew it. Everybody that say they could tell. Fuck you.
Woo!
All
My
right.
gaydar went off the minute we shook hands.
Right.
I just knew. But I was like 5 and you were what, 10?
Right. We definitely. Oh my God, them were the
Okay.
days. Those were the days.
Who knew? We were really shaking hands because we was on the same team. We just didn't know it. We just couldn't talk about it.
Right.
You know? No, but yeah. So like,
I would have never guessed.
make sure that y'all send him some Alexa Noir. He really enjoys that as a come out gift.
Right.
I got you all. I got
Thank you.
you.
There it is. There it is.
So I definitely why was it so important for me to talk about Queen Law this week, or why was it important for us to talk about it?
Yeah.
Not only because I just love Queen Latifah and I've been watching Living Single for the I don't know how many a time this weekend, but when I think about where the world is moving when it comes to LGBTQ plus individuals, it's this world where there aren't any rules, boundaries, and restraints.
Okay.
And I love that. I love that I can see now more gay men. One day they are in this, suit, and the next day they are in a dress. I love it. I can see, they got a their hair pulled back and a do-rag, and the next week they got a full-on wig on and some makeup. I am loving the space that these individuals are able to move in more freely now. And it's not just having to be in an underground club or at your best friend's house.
Right.
You can walk down the street. You can get a job now. And I'm not saying everywhere, and I'm not saying this is all places.
Of course.
But the movement is happening. Yeah. And I feel like it was individuals like Queen Latifah who said, respect my person, quit asking me who I sleep with.
Right.
Don't ask me if I'm a lesbian. Don't ask me, who I'm attracted to. And the way she moved, she set the stage for individuals to just be more free within who they are.
Yeah.
And for that, I am very grateful and appreciative of this of the platform that she created for herself,
Absolutely.
that the rest of us can definitely look up to, model after.
And stand on our shoulders.
Yeah, yeah. So
Absolutely. Yeah, so a lot of times people don't know how to take advantage of that, or we feel like we waste so much time trying to create a new door when sometimes you just have to walk through the door that's there. It doesn't mean you can't pioneer a new way. Sometimes you just have to, walk through the door. And I always say this: try your best to leave the door open for the person who's going to come behind you. What does that look like? At the job where I work right now, currently, in my department, I would probably be the only gay man in this department who is able. There's no other gay man in the department, but I'm also able to deal with the toughness of the job. I'm able to show up, do my job right. I'm not going off, in an unprofessional. I'm handling everything professionally, so that when I leave and the next gay person applies, it won't be such a negative connotation on, well, this happened the last time we hired a gay person. Unfortunately, this is the time we live in. These things still do exist. I remember when I was called, one of our customers got upset and started making gay slur comments at me, and my supervisor thought I was going to handle it one way, but very professionally, I shut it down and went on about my day and said nothing else about it till he came up to me afterwards and let me know he did not know. He didn't think I was going to be able to take it or handle it like that. And I was like, oh no, we get money around here. That's what we get. I'm not going to lose my money. I'm playing with someone who probably didn't have any to begin with. Just not gonna do it.
No, and that's such a good point too, because unfortunately a lot of us are in these spaces where we are still we still may be the first, or we may be or we may be one of few, and we are in a world where people still if it's something that is foreign to them, they group it all together, right? And what I mean is they want to be looked at as an individual. They want to be respected and regarded as an individual.
Right.
But if they other you on whatever level, whether they other you because you're Black, they other you because you're gay, they other you because you're female, you man, whatever it is that they other you as, they tend to still group you with others
together. Right.
And so it may be that you put a bad taste in someone's mouth, and now they don't hire somebody like you for some years, right? But you could have been the best person for the job. Or they don't date anybody like you, and you could have been the best person for their lives, whatever it is. And so unfortunately, in some ways, we still have to be very careful about how we exist, which is still not allowing us to be that 100% authentic. That's why people get to 90. They get 90 because I still got to consider me and everybody coming after me.
Right.
Not that for 100.
Oh no, at work they probably, from me, they get about 75. 75. Absolutely. And Dr. Holt, so I am definitely a yo mama person. Listen, don't get too loose at the mouth, because I will yo mama you in a minute. But at work, I would definitely say, let me find someone else to assist you so that you can get the help that you need.
You need to do a training, Walter. That was so good.
Yeah. In other words, I just want you to know that you need some help far beyond that of which I'm able to assist you render at this moment. But I definitely like this. Going back to Queen Latifah, her catalog is versatile.
Man.
So she did not allow them. A lot of time when you have a certain body type, and so this goes beyond just the LGBTQ. She's a thicker woman. She is a
full figured,
beautiful woman. Yes. But she didn't let them stereotype her and pencil her into, you can only be this type. You can only be the loud, sassy, low self-esteem, having big friend,
Yeah.
You can be the it girl in a movie. You know, you can be the girl who's on her grind and the girl
Yep.
who's loved. I like that. What movie is that with her in common?
Mr. Right.
Mr. Right, because our show was like, I would like to see both of them naked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What I love is even in that movie, it was so realistic because, like you said, she was a full figure woman and her cousin was the one that would always get the man.
Mhm.
But in that movie, she got to be a real person,
Right, right.
still showing that the real person can get the man. And I feel
Mhm.
like she is just right.
Just
Thank
right.
you.
Just
Um,
right.
I feel like she's still um she's intentional about the roles that she even gets to
Mhm.
continue to break down the walls, like you said, of these stereotypes. When she did Bessie, you watched that movie Bessie?
I did not.
When she played an old blues singer, but she has so many sex scenes in there with men and women. It was fantastic. She was fully nude.
Yeah, I like the nakedness. I do.
Go check it out. I had to check it out just because of them scenes.
Yeah.
But it like she doesn't allow herself to be limited in any
Mhm.
way. And even the music that she chose to do, she was singing, then she came out as a rapper, and then she went
Mhm.
into jazz. And it's like,
Yeah,
who is this Broadway? Who is this lady?
yeah.
And she said, I'm gonna give it all.
I
I'm gonna give
like
it
it.
all. I'm not gonna be in a box.
I like. Ooh, I like it. Now, but no, I do have a question for you as a Queen Law fan. Who
Mhm.
do you see mounting up to fill her shoes in the future?
What? Um, whoa.
Whoa, what's new, pussycat? Whoa,
A really
whoa.
question for my life because I don't feel like anyone will ever be able to touch anyone from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. I feel like music
Okay.
has taken a turn that we will not recover from for a very long time.
We will not become our
No.
parents. Like they used to act like the 70s was just it and what nobody gonna ever.
I don't see anybody on her level. Who do you
Oh,
see?
I was thinking about Lizzo. Well, no, that's just saying because that's definitely just okay. Um, I could see if she could calm down a little bit, Chica, the
No.
rapping, the singing. No, okay, all right. Um, help me, Holy Ghost.
Queen Latifah.
Um, hold on, he's ministering to me. Hold on.
Oh, he's trying to get a download. Okay.
No, that ain't. Right.
You ain't gonna find
No.
nobody. Keep going.
I
Anybody in the
can't.
comments? Anybody got somebody?
Anybody got someone in the comments? It says searched all over,
All you see is those little dots.
couldn't find nobody.
No,
No.
there's not gonna be anybody.
Well, hopefully somebody comes along. Because I low key think that they are. Wait. Dr. Ho says they can't. They can't. This generation rappers are trash.
Absolutely. Exactly. Thank you. We're not gonna find nobody. It's
Don't
not
you
gonna
do
happen.
these? What are they? What are these Gen Zers? Don't you do these Gen Zers? Why do we need another one? One of them about her. Oh wait, we're supposed to read all out. Why do we need another? Sorry. Why do we need to have another? There we go. One of the things I love about Queen La is her message of being yourself and creating your own lane. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I always feel like a torch is passed. And so even though they may not be exactly
Ain't
like
nobody, ain't no
another,
torch. Ain't no torch.
no torch. Like
There's no torch.
I feel like this generation's Aretha Franklin is Kelly Price.
What?
Yes. Who vocally, who is fucking with Kelly Price?
Kiki Wyatt, Cynthia Erivo,
They're not giving that weight. See, when you take that off the screen, I mean you do it now. And that you get rid of it too. I mean you do it now. when when you talk about, I am dead ass. Kwame said, "Are you kidding? I'm dead ass." We talking about being able to get up there and put some weight on it. You know, Kelly Price can do it. Cynthia Erivo. So I like Cynthia Erivo. I like Cynthia Erivo, but she's not putting the weight on it
What's
like
her
Kelly Price.
what's her
Kelly Price.
what's her name? What's her name? Oh,
Jasmine doesn't have the range to be
she don't have the range. Dope.
She could be a this generation's Gladys Knight.
Anita Gladys.
I didn't think about Anita.
She in there.
I didn't think about Anita.
What is her name? Who was in Glee? Come on, y'all. Y'all know.
Amber Riley?
Yes.
Now, Amber is amazing, but her soprano is too thin. When we start talking about Aretha, we talking about a soprano that can get up there and just sit on a note. And just hit. And Kiki Wyatt is great, but what does she have beyond? And then having another baby. I'm just saying.
I cannot.
Like,
the fact that you just counted them out.
It's another one. Like it's
in between the notes.
In between the note. In between the line. Anyway, we're coming to the end here. Manal, I really, really enjoyed this conversation. I love Queen Latifah. And I'm sad that y'all feel like there will never be another. There will never be another North Sister.
She is in a class all her own.
Okay, I can give her that iconic status. I definitely can. It's almost like a Lauryn Hill. I don't feel like there will be another Lauryn Hill.
No.
Yeah.
I think her is close.
Her? Like the HR? No, to Lauren, she raps. Her raps.
No. I mean, as far as like the soulful feel, the conscious music, you know, the vibe, I feel her is close. But not as an all-around artist. Nah. Lauren sings, she writes, she raps.
She plays.
But the vibe, I feel like her is close.
Okay. Well, just pray that her keeps her sanity. And doesn't go crazy like Lauren. Like Lauren definitely. For a minute there, I was like, damn, Lauren. Like, really?
Where are your friends, girl?
Right. How can I support this? Now, we've done some recent updates to your social media, correct, Manal?
I have.
So how can the people find you on social medias?
I worked, okay. I did a little bit of social media work. So y'all can find me on all social media under Miss Bay Windows, as it's spelled, okay?
MYZZ, Ms. Mm-hmm. I love it. Ms. Bay Windows. All right. And then I see your Cash App handle under there. How can the people support you if they want to send you a little change because you said something strange?
Please send it to Bay Windows, okay? I'm not feeding kids in Africa, but I am an African American who needs to eat. So come on.
And you're feeding the kid.
Then I'm feeding the kid, okay?
Mm-hmm. I like it. All right. Absolutely. And then, of course, you can follow me on all social media platforms, Walt B Connection. We will be back next week where we are having the conversation. We are connecting with you. You are connecting with us. And most importantly, you're connecting with yourself. Manal, one last thought. Anything you want to shoot out to the people tonight to take us out, to close us out?
Yeah. Can you show that quote, Kwame? Here we come.
Here I go.
Y'all, this whole conversation tonight, I know we put some names and some faces to these things, but I think the main point of this evening was really just to dive into people that did not make the choice to be authentic throughout their lives versus those that did and where it got them. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you got going on in your life. At any moment, you can make the choice to be authentic. And that authenticity means that what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you want, what you don't want. You are being very clear and very intentional about expressing those things and going after those things and eliminating the things that you don't want in your life. And so the quote of this evening is, the freedom to be yourself is a gift only you can give yourself. But once you do, no one can take it away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that. All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. We do appreciate you. And we will see you next week. Go ahead and take us away, Kwame.